So as you guys can see, I am playing old Call of Duty, which might surprise you, but honestly, these are still the best first-person shooters right now till this date, which honestly makes no sense because obviously you'd think games would evolve, games would get better as you'd think, but in my opinion, games have only gotten worse. In my opinion, maybe it's only me, but I'm going to talk about it. So as you can see, I'm playing Call of Duty 4 Modern. This is Modern Warfare Remastered. I forgot what year it came out. It came out with Infinite Warfare, so whatever that year was. And this game is fire. The only problem is, honestly, is that the grenades are a little overpowered. As you can see, I'm spamming grenades, and you're gonna see me die from a lot of grenades. But that's not the point. Basically, the point is that the old CODs are way worse than these CODs. Essentially, COD 4, which I call COD 4 this, Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2, not the new Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty World at War, all those games are better than the new Call of Duties. Honestly, I know that seems like a given, but I feel like the younger generation has no clue. Now I know I'm playing Shipment in this gameplay, and some people may say like, "Oh, Shipment's horrible," which I can understand that because it's very chaotic. I like it for the video's sake, just because it's more exciting gameplay. Because you just see me, you know, just you see a lot more action, obviously. But the point of me making this today is basically talking about how new games somehow have gotten worse over time, and I'm not really sure when this started with the new Call of Duties. I've played all the old Call of Duties, and I honestly stopped playing the new Call of Duties, and I still play this old one, specifically this one, to be honest with you, because it's so good. And I feel like the drop off started, honestly, probably with Call of Duty 2019. Well, 2019 was good. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 was fire, but after that, I feel like it all just went downhill. So after Call of Duty 2019, Cold War Vanguard came out, the Modern Warfare 2, the second Modern Warfare 2, not the first one, the new Modern Warfare 2, the new Modern Warfare 3, and Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And all those games are absolutely horrendous compared to all the old Call of Duties. And anyone who disagrees with that, let me know in the comments, honestly, but all those games are way worse than old Call of Duties. Now, I don't really understand how this could be possible for the simple fact of like technology being upgraded, obviously, technology getting better over time. How is it that the games have gotten worse over time? It kind of makes no sense logically if you think about it. Like, how do these games just keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse compared to this game, for example, is better than all those games? How is this game better when the first edition of this game came out in 2007? The remake obviously came out in whatever year, like 10 years later, which this is the remastered, but still, like, this game is pretty much the same. Now, I'm not sure if it's because gaming nowadays focuses on in-game purchases. Obviously, Call of Duty loves selling their skins, like the Nicki Minaj skin on whatever Call of Duty that was, one of the newer ones, or whatever. The stupid skins that they try to sell for real money. They're acting like they're Fortnite with the Battle Pass now. They're more focused on that than actually providing a solid game. And honestly, I feel like sticking to the basics would be a start for them, because in this game there's three kill streaks. Basically, there is the UAV, radar, airstrike, helicopter. That's it. Obviously, it doesn't have to be that simple in new CODs, but it's just an example of like the simplicity of the game. You have perks. You don't have, like, I don't know. You just have like simple perks. All this stuff is simple. You don't have all this other extra stuff. It's just more simple in this game, and they need to stick to simplicity, not adding all this extra stuff to the game. And like, obviously, I feel like gaming will never be the same like it was back then, like in this game, but they're thinking about all the wrong stuff, obviously, and they know that. And Yeah, like the Nicki Minaj skin, for example, is so unnecessary. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone else be thinking that. Like, how do these new Call of Duties, how are they so much worse than the old ones? Like, how did it go backwards? Because back in the day, I always used to think, like, dang, like these games in the future are going to be so crazy in the future. Like, how is it, like and it only went backwards. Like, it's kind of disappointing, to be honest with you, how far these games have went backwards. Because for their time, at the time, these games were revolutionary. Like, these games were better than the old games. And now the old games are better than the new ones. So yeah, everyone let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you agree or disagree. But obviously, and I know it's a known thing that all the old ones are better than the new ones, but it's like, I feel like not many people talk about it. Like all these big YouTubers, they just, make their little Call of Duty videos, and since they get so many views, they don't really care about calling this issue out. They just play the new game for the views or whatever, and just do their thing, or they're probably sponsored by Call of Duty, and they can't really talk bad about the game. But I'm gonna be the first one to say it. New Call of Duties are horrible. Old Call of Duties way better. And they should honestly remake the new Call of Duties at this point instead of releasing uh, old ones. Or no, releasing new ones. They should just remake the old ones, like Call of Duty World at War. Like they should just remake that, or Black Ops 2. Just remaster all these. Honestly, because no one's trying to play any of this new stuff anymore. I feel like a lot of less people are falling for it, except for the kids. But the older crowd is kind of not falling for the new Call of Duty stuff anymore. Everyone knows the trailers aren't don't look like the actual game. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Battlefield is way better than Call of Duty nowadays. It's always competed with it. It's always been up there, but Battlefield now has completely surpassed it. Even though I don't really like how in Battlefield there's bots and like empty servers, that's kind of weird. But besides that, the gameplay on Battlefield is way better than Call of Duty nowadays, and Call of Duty can't even come close or compete at all. It's insane. Call of Duty is just, like I said, it's horrendous nowadays. The new Call of Duties, they're horrible. They're not good games, and I don't know who's helping design these games, but they're absolutely horrendous. And honestly, I feel like Call of Duty still has probably a decent fan base because of all the little kids who didn't see the old games. I feel like it's knowing how good the old games were makes the new games horrendous. If the old games were bad and like the new games were like how they are now, they could probably get away with it. But knowing how good these old games were and how they moved so far backwards, that's where it all went wrong. Was just seeing how it all devolved, how it all went backwards. Because honestly, these new games would probably be decent if they just were so like the old Call of Duties were bad. The new games wouldn't even be probably that bad. But now I know that the old games are so much better. It's frustrating to see the lack of innovation, or the lack of the games just getting better. The games are just way worse. Hopefully, Call of Duty smartens up, and honestly, I hope they remaster more of the old games like World at War, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2, and all those other games, because Metal Gear Solid's doing it, and it seems to be having good success. Some people do complain about it a little bit in Metal Gear Solid, but Call of Duty should definitely do it, because Modern Warfare, this game was a huge success when it came out, and it still has players. And I know they already remastered Modern Warfare 2, but it was only for the campaign. They should have released the online, because that's what everyone wanted. Obviously, people, the MW2 campaign still, the original. I'm like I said, I'm talking about the old MW2. That game is still, very nostalgic, like the campaign. But everyone wanted the multiplayer. Everyone remembers playing multiplayer. Everyone wants the multiplayer like in this game. So it made no sense how they didn't remaster the multiplayer with it, because that's what everyone wanted. But yeah, like I said, they should remaster all the old Call of Duties, because it would honestly revive the series and drive more hype to a new game. And they need to improve whatever new game they drop after they release more remasters. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if I'm just talking nonsense. And later.